A few minutes later, the nurse returned carrying the baby auto seat. She helped Gina get the seat secured to the front seat with the seat belt and then stepped aside as Gina picked me up and put me in the baby seat. Gina pulled the strap up between my legs and fastened it to the buckle on the shoulder straps that would keep me from flying out of the seat in the event of an accident. The head nurse bent down and picked up the blanket that had been laying on my legs to hand to Gina. Gina took it from her and tucked it carefully around my legs under the safety bar as the head nurse took the plastic bag she had given to the other nurse back in her hand. When Gina finished, she turned and the head nurse handed her a plastic bag she had carried down from Pediatrics. Gina looked at her and said, "What's this?" The head nurse grinned broadly in an expression of final triumph and said, "Spare diapers. In case he has an accident on the way home in the truck." I groaned as Gina went around to the driver's seat and the nurses slammed the door shut on my side. I learned a valuable lesson that day: never, ever make a head nurse mad at you. They have ways of making you suffer that would make a hardened Nazi flinch in sympathy. Gina drove me home and I explained about my temporary incontinence on the way. She looked suspicious when I told her it was a transient condition, as if she didn't believe me, but I decided later it was probably because she didn't understand the word transient. When we got to her house, she suggested that I rest. I insisted that she go to the store and get me some proper clothes to wear. I told her specifically that I needed some underwear to fit me as well as jeans, shirts, socks and shoes. I got out my wallet from the bag of clothes and took out all my available cash to give it to her, telling her to spend whatever she needed to get me properly attired again. I sat on the floor in front of the TV and watched an old Humphrey Bogart movie while she was gone. I had seen it before, but it was the only thing on other than children's programming and soaps. I wouldn't have watched it at all except I was tired of being bored.